So there is a market that Lyft actually might conquer Uber on. For reals. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and first of all, just let you know, one video today, but I uploaded two Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and even though I'm only going to be uploading one video today, I did upload a couple videos yesterday. I'm actually kind of proud of those videos, so check them out if you haven't, because I know today's topic is a rather strange one, but I had to think of something to talk about, and this caught my eye. As you can see, what is this? This is a picture of a Lyft bike. They have actually designed this thing. It's going to be theirs exclusively. They're going to rent it out. And here's the other thing. They have apparently inked a deal with New York City that might make them the #1 bike rental company out there, which that's actually kind of an interesting thing because, you know, Lyft and Uber have always been like, they made their name on rideshare and cars. But maybe the future and their road to profitability is not in rideshare. Maybe it is in fact in bicycles. Maybe it is in fact in scooters. Maybe it is in food. These are all areas where Uber and Lyft actually profit greatly from, whereas the actual ride sharing aspect doesn't. Now, does it mean they're going to get rid of their ride sharing? Probably not. I mean, it's just, Microsoft sells the Xbox at a huge loss because it gets you into their ecosystem. It gets you into the living room. There are usually bigger reasons to keep around a money-losing operation like ride sharing. But let's look at what Lyft is doing in the biking world. And according to Fortune, having sealed a deal to expand New York City's City Bike, Lyft announced Thursday that it is now the largest bike share service in the United States. Although the ride-hailing company agreed in July to buy Motivate, an operator that reportedly dominates 80% of bike rentals in America, the deal didn't become official until Thursday morning when Mayor Bill de Blasio announced New York City's agreement for Lyft to dramatically expand City Bike. Motivate is City Bike's parent company. TechCrunch reporter Kate Clark tweeted photos of forthcoming Lyft-branded bikes and scooters. Lyft scooters are currently available in Denver, Colorado, and Santa Monica, California, and I've actually seen them. I've taken pictures of them. They're adorable. I'm not gonna lie, they're really adorable. Let's see here, and that's a tweet that didn't load properly. New York City is one of the world's great biking cities, and it's about to get even better, said Mayor de Blasio in a statement. This expansion means tens of thousands more New Yorkers are going to have a fast and inexpensive way to get around their city. It also means much more reliable service for all the riders who already use City Bike. Lyft's newly inked deal promises to invest $100 million in the city's biking infrastructure, doubling its service area and tripling its number of available bikes to 40,000 in the next 5 years. Wow. 40,000 bikes just lying around. I never thought bikes would ever be this big of a thing. I mean, yeah, they rented bikes when I was a kid. You went to the mountains or a biking trail, and there'd be people like, oh, you want to rent a bike for an afternoon? You'd pay $40 and you get it for like 3 hours or something like that. It wasn't that big of a deal. I never saw it as big business, just a convenient business if you happen to be in the right location. But now apparently everyone wants to ride around the city with bikes. Up to 40,000 of them, so times change, I guess. But NYC isn't the only city that will be impacted by the Motivate acquisition. According to Lyft's blog post, it will also be providing rides for Ford Go Bike, which is in San Francisco, Divvy, which is in Chicago, Blue Bikes, which is in the Boston metro area, Capital Bike Share, which is in the Washington, D.C. metro area, Biketown, which is in Portland, Oregon, and Kogo, which is in Columbus, Ohio, and Nice Ride, which will be in Minneapolis. A Lyft spokesperson told Verge that a significant portion of the new fleet of bikes will be electric bikes and indicated that it won't be dockless, noting, City Bike has been successful as a dock-based system and we want to build on that success. I just got a notification from Postmates that it is blitzing. I don't know if you can actually see that. So anyway, that's the bike. The bike looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. The bike looks really cool. I'm just wondering, is this really the future? I mean, I understand why it's worth exploring as a company. Bikes are relatively inexpensive to make. If you make them properly, like I think the way this is designed is so that the tires don't get damaged easily. And they, they're probably cheaper to rent. They don't have a driver, so there's less upfront cost. There's no gasoline or anything. I don't even think there's really that much regulation. I think people just bike. We have bike lanes. What I'm, of course, wondering is, what is New York's plan to deal with how many bikes are going to be picking up? Because here's the thing. We're already looking at all of these articles and research showing that rideshare has probably not been very good in terms of congestion. There are way more cars on the road. It fills up the airport queue. And there's a good portion of people who do Uber and Lyft everywhere and do it on an emergency, but it's not like people have really cut back on driving their own car, so it just creates the problem. And New York City is a very, very crowded place. I don't know how many of you have actually been there, and I love it. I love going to Broadway. I love going to the Nintendo Museum. I love the Toys R Us store with the big Ferris wheel when it was there. And I like FAQ Schwartz, which I hear is coming back. Or did they never go anywhere? I don't know. Anyway, I love going to New York. Their pizza. I love their pizza. But it's crowded there. It really is crowded. And the idea of putting 40,000 bikes on the island of Manhattan and just letting people go loose, it's like, oh, guys, their traffic is already a disaster with the cars. You think it's not going to be a disaster with the bikes? I mean, this is one of the problems with Uber and Lyft. They just keep putting stuff on the road. And another way we'll add to the congestion is because people who just want to, let's say, because one of the things that they've sold people on is that, hey, this is a good thing for drivers. You know those short trips you complain about? Well, people will just get on the bike and do the short trips, which, first of all, I'm not 100% I believe them on that. But what if they do that? You're still going to have drivers sitting around waiting for rides. It's not like they're going to drive less. There's just going to be more people and more machines on the road. I don't know if New York City, of all places, is equipped to handle this. I really don't. I mean, granted, I don't live there, and maybe someone like NYC Uber Vlog would be a better person to comment on something like this, because I admittingly go to New York City, I think once every 2 years, because I like to see the shows. But it's not like I'm there all the time, and I don't know this. I'm still very much a tourist when I go. So, I don't know. But anyway, I find this to be fascinating. At least fascinating enough to make a video about it. I mean, are bikes the future? I think it's clear that they're profitable. Are they going to, but I don't know. I think a few people rent the bikes. I don't think they're going to be as mainstream as Lyft or Uber think they are, but I guess we're just going to have to see. And what do you folks think? Do you think bikes are the future? Do you think electric scooters are the future? I know South Park made fun of them recently. I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.